Hi guys, it's that time of the year again. With a slight delay, the 2020 MotoGP season is finally about to begin. So let's see what the riders have to say before the racing gets underway. Reigning world champion Marc Marquez is looking forward to defending his title in this 2020 season.
I'm Marc Marquez. This is my 8th season in MotoGP class. I've been 6 times world champion in MotoGP and 1 time Moto2 and 1 time 125cc. Yeah, of course, my main goal for this 2020 season is the championship. I mean, try to be world champion is the main goal. If you finish second in the end of the championship, will be like you lose. It's exciting on the same time because you know that all your opponents are trying to study all your movement, all your strategies to try to beat you. You must to take care about all your opponents. We're starting with 0 points on the standings, and from that point, try to understand who is the fastest one, who is the strongest one, and yeah, try to be there to fight until the end.
And alongside him in the pit box, the current Moto2 reigning world champion Alex Marquez, who is a rookie in the MotoGP class, looking forward to racing among the best riders on the MotoGP grid.
I'm Alex Marquez, one of the rookies of 2020 MotoGP season. Really exciting to start. When you start in the World Championship, your goal and your dream is to arrive to MotoGP. I had the opportunity to arrive. The change is big, and especially the bike. The bike is a prototype bike already, and you know, it's really powerful. So many changes that I need to adapt as fast as I can. One goal is to be the Rookie of the Year. Everything is possible in this life, and everything is open.
Another rookie in this 2020 season is South African Brad Binder, who is very eager to get on his first ever MotoGP grid.
My name is Brad Binder, and this is my first season racing for Red Bull KTM in the MotoGP class. It's almost a different world to what I'm used to. Everything's just that next level, as you'd expect, you know, the grip, the power, the brakes, you know, everything is just incredible. And it takes quite a bit of getting used to, but step by step, things are starting to fall into place. It's crazy to think from where we started back in South Africa, we're going to get the opportunity to race in a proper MotoGP race in a few days' time. So I'm starting to build a lot of excitement and, of course, a little bit nerves at the same time, just to think that I'm going to be lining up against people that I've looked up to my whole life, you know. For sure, it's a dream come true to be in MotoGP, but at the end of the day, my end goal is to be a world champion, or at least to be fighting with the guys up front, you know. So I've got a long way to go, but you know, this is the start, and I'm going to work as hard as I can, and I'm sure I'll get there one day.
And alongside him in the Red Bull KTM factory pit box is Pol Espargaro, who is going to begin his 4th season with the Austrian manufacturer.
I'm Pol Espargaro, I'm 28. This is my 7th year racing in MotoGP category. This is my 4th currently racing for Red Bull KTM factory racing team.
Pol Espargaro today rode like an absolute hero, a true hero.
Well, the most exciting thing of the new season is for sure to test a new bike. Yeah, it's motivating to see you on the top when the bike is new, and then yeah, facing the racing with a different kind of vibes. The biggest difference from past years is the experience we have now. What you get during the day by day and the race by race, what you learn from the mistakes, everything, it makes you grow. I think we need to be conscious that we can do very good results, but we need to start from the bottom, rise the level and see where we can finish, but for sure the top 10 is in our main.
And on the factory Ducati, we have Andrea Dovizioso, who will do whatever it takes to win his first ever MotoGP world title, but is aware that Marc Marquez will put up a good fight.
I'm Andrea Dovizioso. I'm racing for the Ducati team, and this is the 13 years in MotoGP. The most exciting things of this season is to try to be one position better than last year. We know how tough it is, how difficult it is, but we are there, and we are there to fight, and we are working really hard, and it's difficult, it's tough, but we did 3 times second, so this means the base is good. Well, when you are in a factory team, the goal is to win the title. This is clear and normal, but you know, for everybody it has been really hard in the last few years to beat Marc. It was almost unbeatable last year, but you know, every year has a different story, so we hope that will change.
Australian Jack Miller, on board of his Pramac Ducati, has big expectations in 2020 and is hoping to build on his strong results of 2019.
Jack Miller from Australia, riding in MotoGP since 2015, riding for the Pramac Ducati racing team. It's my 3rd season with them. Pretty excited to get underway. You know, big expectations for this season. We had 6 podiums last year, and I'd like to improve that to more this year and hopefully, you know, get a little closer to the top. The biggest one is, of course, the first race of the year, the key moment, you know, to understand where everybody is starting the season out. You really understand your weak points, your strong points. When the lights go out and we all leave the line more or less together.
Japanese rider Takaaki Nakagami, on board of his Honda, is looking forward to keep improving himself in this 2020 season.
My name is Takaaki Nakagami, and I ride for Reale Honda IDEMITSU. This is my 3rd year in MotoGP classes. Of course, I'm really looking forward to the improvement for myself and of course for the team, because last season was not the best season for me because I decided to surgery during the season in my shoulder, but feelings now is getting better and better. So our target is into the top 5 or top 6 all the races, and if we have a chance, the podium will be more than perfect. So this is our target for this season.
Coming back for a 2nd season in the MotoGP class is Portuguese rider Miguel Oliveira with the Red Bull KTM Tech 3 team, looking forward to build on his rookie experience last year.
I am Miguel Oliveira. I'm a MotoGP rider riding for Red Bull KTM Tech 3. The most exciting thing for me in 2020, I guess, it's just the start of the season itself. We have such a nice package of a bike put together in this pre-season testing that I think we are going to be very competitive at the start. So I'm just keen to get on top of the bike and put in the work to get better results. My goal is always to be the best, this is for sure. And this is what I work for, is to win races, and this is why I put in so much effort. There is no other goal for me rather than thinking about winning. This is my mentality. There is no ifs. I put in all the work, and it needs to happen sooner or later.
And alongside him on the pit box, we find young Spanish rookie Iker Lecuona, who had a taste of the KTM last year in Valencia and is very much looking forward to his first full season in the Premier class.
I'm Iker Lecuona, and I ride for Red Bull KTM Test 3. This is my first year in MotoGP. It's my first year. I stay in the grid with Valentino Rossi, with Marc Marquez, so change all, different world. The bike, the team. This new category, you need to learn a lot of things and very fast. You need to have 100% focus in the bike and in the team for try to improve in the best performance that is possible. For now, my focus is to improve, to enjoy, and we will see what happens.
Frenchman Zarco was the last rider to sign his deal for the 2020 season and is very much looking forward to riding his Ducati ahead of the season.
I'm Johann Zarco, a MotoGP rider, and I'm gonna compete my 4 years now in MotoGP with the Reale Avintia team on Ducati. Having a change of the bike from KTM to Ducati, feeling is better for me, and be constant in the top 10 would be, I think, a good step to be back on my good level, and then from this top 10 build up to the better position and fighting for podiums as soon as possible.
After catching up with all of the Red Bull MotoGP riders, I can't wait for the racing to get underway and to share with you this exciting season. See you soon.